Okay, swimmers, if you can just finish off now, clear the pool, and we'll get underway in a few minutes.
I'll do the health and safety, Robert, for this afternoon then, if you like.
Okay, swimmers, if you can please clear the pool. Just quickly clear the pool, we'll get underway with health and safety, and our starter can do a test start and get it underway very shortly.
So, good morning and welcome to session 2 of our meet this weekend at Tollcross Swimming Pool. Welcome to everybody joining us in the spectator gallery, to those of you joining us also on live stream. Introduce myself, I'm Jackie Smith, and I will be joined by Robert Taylor this afternoon for your commentary. We will get started just shortly. Sorry, I should include in my welcome swimmers, coaches, team managers, and indeed all of our volunteers, including those on deck, our STO officials, marshals, and everybody else working behind the scenes to ensure that the meet runs smoothly. Happy to say that, although maybe shouldn't jinx this, but we do have the electronics up and running this afternoon, so hopefully we will run a little bit smoother. We're a bit bumpy this morning with manual timing. Health and safety, if we could all pay attention to this, please. So in the event of an emergency, a siren will sound and you will be directed to the nearest exit by staff. Ensure that fire exits are kept clear. Take a look around and check where your nearest exits are. There are to be no glass or footwear, outdoor footwear poolside. Swimmers leaving poolside should dry off and wear appropriate dry clothing and footwear. The stairways must be kept clear and shouldn't be sat on. By attending this event, either as a participant, a volunteer, team staff or spectator, you accept that any photographs or videos taken will not be used for illicit purposes, or that pictures and films produced will not be altered in any way or uploaded onto the web, without the consent and writing of the persons photographed or filmed. Very important message here for everybody's attention. The use of mobile phones or other electronic devices capable of photography are not permitted to be used at any time, strictly at any time, in the changing rooms, toilets or shower areas. Spectator taking images are requested to focus on their own family members as much as reasonably possible, and to avoid including other participants in images, particularly if those images are being shared with family and friends or through social media platforms. So we'll get started just shortly. I'll introduce you to our senior officials this afternoon. I think they are, yes, they are on poolside. Our referees this afternoon are Peter McBurney. Peter's kind of just giving you a wave there, and Elizabeth Fitzsimmons just waving there, and our starter is Sheena Curry. Sheena, give me a wave, thank you. There we are. So we'll get started. The first event this afternoon is the event 201. This is the 11 to 13-year-old boys 200 meter IM. We move then on to the girls' 800 meter freestyle. We've got 100 meter breaststroke for both boys and girls, 50 meter freestyle, and 200 meter backstroke. And event 209, which is the 400 meter freestyle for the boys 11 and over, will finish the program for this afternoon, day 1 of our 2-day meet here. So we're just finishing up getting organised for this afternoon. Swimmers, you are reminded that the medals and prize money can be collected at the medals table at the top of the venue here, top of the pool here. Please remember to collect medals and prize money before you leave the venue. And in the event you do forget, it will be posted out to you unless there's a coach at your club are here tomorrow. Obviously Sunday's slightly more difficult, but because you won't be here on Monday. But preference would be that you collect that medal and prize money this afternoon, if you could, please. The results will be posted in all the normal places across the venue, and we will be reading out the results as and when they are received by us. So those of you joining us on live stream will be able to hear our officials just checking that the lane 0 to 9 can hear the starters. It's our starter rather, Sheena, this afternoon. Swimmers, you are reminded that you should make yourself known to the marshals at least 10 minutes before your own heat reserves. You should be there 10 minutes before the start of the event in which you are a reserve, and this will allow the marshals to give you the opportunity of a swim should one become available. A number of reserves were managed to get swims this morning, so you've got every opportunity. You just never know, so please make yourself available to the marshals 10 minutes before the event starts. Swimmers, 10 minutes before your heat starts, please. So we are back here tomorrow for those of you joining us at the venue for day 2 of the meet. We'll be live stream as well tomorrow, I think, Robert, aren't we? Yep, live stream again tomorrow. Yeah, it's an 8:30 start tomorrow, so those of you following us on live stream, a little bit, 15 minutes earlier than it was this morning. And it'll be a 12:15 start in the afternoon tomorrow, with a slightly earlier finish anticipated. So we did have some swimmers this morning helping us with as runners, just because they're still in the venue. Probably should mention them specifically just to say thank you very much for giving up some of your, perhaps what you might regard as social time with your teammates, just to help us out this morning when we were relying on manual times. Your help was much appreciated. Should say, if you, I didn't think I said earlier, but if you suddenly think you'd like to take photographs or videos this afternoon of the swimming, you can only do so if you obtain the appropriate orange band from the spectator entry desk, failing, and if that's closed, from the meat box at the back of me here, and the orange band must be displayed at all times. Just remind everybody again that there's to be no mobile phones, iPads, etc. in showers, changing room areas at all. That's strictly forbidden. Right, so I think we are ready to start this afternoon's session. And as I said, So event 201, the boys 11 to 13, 200 metre IM. This is heat 1 of 5. Lane 0, Dominic Darling, South Ayrshire. 1, Blair Russell, Bells Hill. 2, Ethan Alexander, City of Glasgow. 3, Nicodemus Muhlmans, Kingston. 4, Charlie Line, Inverclyde. 5, Jack Morrison, Cumbernauld. 6, Caleb Wilson, Stirling Swim. 7, Sahil Bucks, Renfrew Baths. 8, Matthew Darrock, Western Bartonshire. And 9, Aaron Palmer from Stirling Swim. So coming into the first turn here, it is the centre of the pool. Jack Morrison first, Nicodemus Muhlmans in second, and Charlie Line third, as the boys turn and go into the backstroke. So Jack turned there in a time of 37.39, 38.90 for Nicodemus. And these two boys continue to lead the swimmers in first and second. It is Charlie Line in the centre of them that's in third. But over on the far side, two boys, Dominic Darling and Blair Russell. Blair beginning to make a move now and got himself into fourth. Turning at the halfway mark, Jack Morrison, 1:21.07. It's a pretty good lead here. It's whether or not any of the boys can make any inroads with the breaststroke. We quite often see a change of running order at this section of any IM. But Jack has a good lead here ahead of Nicodemus and Charlie Line in third place. These three have moved away, I think, from the rest of the pack. But we'll need to keep an eye on Blair Russell over there in lane 1. He's swimming well. Looks like he may well catch Charlie. Difficult at the angle at which I'm seeing what's happening in the pool. But it is Jack Morrison who turns first and heads for home. Nicodemus Muhlman in second. And it is going to be Charlie Line who's going to turn third. Not sure he's going to be caught. But Ethan Alexander swimming well. He's got himself back on the shoulders of Blair Russell over there in lanes 1 and 2. But in the closing stages of this 200 IM this afternoon, it is Jack Morrison. It's been his race from the start, got himself ahead of the pack, and he's maintained and built on that as the race has gone through. And he finishes there in a time of 2:54.33. It is going to be the Kingston swimmer, Nicodemus Muhlman, finishing in second, 3:03.91. And in third, Charlie Line, 3:08.67. Boys will be pleased with these finishing times. Their entry times were all around or over the 3:23 mark. So a substantial improvement as the boys come in to finish the 200 IM this afternoon, heat 1. We'll move on to the second heat. So there's the results. Jack Morrison, Nicodemus Muhlmans and Charlie Line. As I said, 1, 2 and 3. There's a disqualification in lane 0 for a technical infraction. That doesn't impact on your finishing order there, as the results are confirmed now on the screen.
Our second heat. 0, we have Michael Odeboot from City Glasgow. 1 is Daniel Letham, Cumbernauld. 2, Sandy Dunbar, St Thomas. 3, Matthew Jack, Renfrew Bass. 4, Yazin Hatib from Dumfries. 5, it was Robbie Phillips, Dundee City Aquatics. Empty lane in 6, 7, Dylan Williamson, Grangemouth. And 8, Alexander Tate, Wanda Bass Club. We have an empty lane in 9. So going pretty well in lane 1. and 0. Daniel Letham, Michael Odeboot. So time 38.46, second and a half roughly advantage at the moment. A little change in that order. Daniel just extending that advantage, having a good breaststroke section. Yasin Tatab in lane 4 coming through to challenge Michael for second place, but a commanding advantage of 7-8 metres at halfway. 121.78. Things can change quite dramatically on the breaststroke section note. Well, we've got 6.5 seconds advantage. Yasin with a lot to do to make that up. Matthew Jack turning in 5th has now forged his way into 3rd and moving up the field, but our leader still looks pretty strong. Cumbernauld boy is well clear. That lead perhaps being eaten into a little bit by Matthew Jack, who's come literally from 5th to dominate second place now, well clear in second, but this looks pretty cut and dried now. Daniel about 5 or 6 metres clear out the turn, 2:16.03. He's got 5-second advantage. That's not going to be changed down the final stretch, and at this point he's about 10 metres clear. It's all about 3rd place. Alexander Tate, the Wonder Swimmers, had a good breaststroke section. So he's looks the favourite to hang on, get 3rd place. And no doubt about a winner. Very dominant swim here from Daniel. 3:20.50's entry time. Well, he's almost 30 seconds inside that. 2:53.66. Great swim, Daniel. Second place. A very good swim from Matthew. And Alexander will take 3rd. 3:06.01 for Matthew. We'll wait for Alexander's time. 3:10.33. He improves by 10 seconds. Matthew also improves by around 10 seconds, but a really good swim from Daniel.
And we move on to Heat 3, Lane 0, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire. 1, Logan Moffat, Bells Hill. 2, Callan Chesser, City of Glasgow, and his teammate Aidan Mooney goes in Lane 3. 4, Lewis Watson, East Kilbride, empty Lane 5. 6, Jensen Basketer, Renfrew Bath. 7, Samuel McEwen, Cumbernauld. 8, Leo Noonan, Mulgine Bears Den, and 9, Finn McDonald, East Kilbride. So after the turn there, the boys move into the backstroke. That was Callan Chesser in 1st, turning 1st. Logan Moffat 2nd, and Jensen Basketer in the 3rd. So as we come up the backstroke section of this 200 IM, it is the 12-year-old from City of Glasgow continuing to lead the field. Logan Moffat 2nd. And the East Kilbride swimmer Lewis Watson in 3rd. So, let's see what's going to happen in the breaststroke section. The boys aren't too far away from each other for there to be a change. It all depends on the strengths in this particular stroke. And we can see that Logan Moffat is challenging Callan Chesser over on the far side of the pool, and indeed Logan, it looks like he's gaining the advantage over Callan. Still the East Kilbride swimmer, Lewis Watson in third, but he's being challenged by Jensen Basketer. There, I think Jensen may have overtaken him, just challenging at this angle. But we can see that the Bells Hill Shark swimmer, Logan Moffat, has taken full advantage of his breaststroke and is now into the lead. Turns first ahead of the field, turning there 2:15.30. His entry time for this, 3:11.93. So he'll be looking to knock time off of that. In behind him, City of Glasgow, Callan Chesser. And he's got 2-3 boys coming up alongside him, challenging him for that second place. Belshire Shark swimmer Logan Moffat has a substantial lead here. So there is definitely a battle going on for second and third place here. Let's see what's going to happen. Aidan Mooney, Lewis Watson, Jensen Basseker, Samuel McEwen, as Logan Moffat finishes his race this afternoon in a time of 2:52.94 against an entry time of 3:11.93. A substantial improvement there, Logan, as indeed have the other boys in their second and third places. Lewis Watson finishing fourth. So good battle there for the places in behind Logan from the boys this afternoon, as Leo Noonan comes in to finish his race this afternoon. We'll just wait for the results to be confirmed. The screen will just clear in just one moment. There is a disqualification in lane 8 for a technical infraction. Doesn't impact on the finishing order. Logan Moffat, Callan Chesser, Aidan Mooney, 1, 2 and 3.
Heat number 4, Luke Todd in 0 from Grangemouth. 1, Rory McMaster from Lochaber. 2, Martin Romix from Ren 96, empty lane 3. 4, Ethan Nolan, Wonder Bass, his teammate. In 5, Hamish Tucker. 6 is Sam Curry, South Ayrshire. 7, Samuel Ruff, City Glasgow. 8, Ollie Jeffers from Ren 96. And 9, Scott Watson, East Kilbride. 2:55.90 to 3:02.67 is the date range. Well, we've had a couple of swimmers just over the 250 mark. Can any of them get sub 250 in this one? Strong start, 37.37, Hamish Tucker from Wonder. Two Wonder boys going particularly well. And also coming through, Samuel Ruff in lane 7. And Samuel's had a very good backstroke section. He struck the front ahead of Ethan Nolan. Scott Watson, Ollie Jeffers also going well in lanes 9 and 8. But our leader at halfway, Samuel Ruff, 1:20.8. So we're second and a half or so, half faster. A key section of breaststroke. Hamish Tucker, who turned fourth, has pushed his way into second, trying to close on Samuel. Hamish Tucker also trying to get into the mix as well. He's a good body length or more back on his teammate. Well, it's tightening up a little bit. Samuel still has the advantage over Ethan. Maybe a bit of a body length advantage as we reach the final transition onto freestyle. See what the gap is, probably about a second or so. Well, no pad registering that, 2:12.28. Hamish a long way back in Oh, he's actually dropped back a little bit now. Ollie Jeffers coming through into third place. Well, Samuel Ruff still maintained a nice healthy advantage. Going to take this pretty easily at the end. 3:01.14 entry time. And he, I think, is going to get under 250. 2:49.91. Second place, Ethan Nolan, 2:53.08. And Ollie Jeffers, 2:56.22. Also gets under 3 minutes, as does Sam Curry and Hamish Tucker. Well done, lads.
So this is heat 5, the final heat of event 201. Lane 0, Brodie Lydon, Kingston. 1, Andrew Patterson, City of Glasgow. 2, Stephens Nastewicz, Stranraer Stingrays. 3, Lance McMahon, Helensburgh. 4, Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow. 5, Jasper Broom, South Ayrshire. 6, Finlay Duffin, Warren de Bath. 7, Caelan Cardy, Stirling Swim. 8, Reuben Lees, Warren de Bath. And 9, Finlay Morris, Inverclyde. So at the turn, it's the City of Glasgow swimmer Aaron Machin, turning there 32.25. Stephens Nastewicz from Stranraer, 33.50. And Brodie Lydon over on the outside lane, lane 0, 34.19. Were you 1, 2 and 3? So note the entry times here. Aaron's entry time 2:30.67. That comes from his silver placing at the Scottish National Age Groups recently up in Aberdeen. So I think we're on the basis of that entry time, we would expect to see him where he is just at the moment in this race. He does have a lead, substantial lead over the boys in behind him. Lance McMahon, the Helensburgh swimmer, in second. At the moment, Stephens Nastewicz in third. South Ayrshire swimmer Jasper Broom is beginning to get on par there, but he's fallen away just a little bit at the moment. See what he can do as the race progresses. But Aaron Machin, he can't be caught. This will be his race this afternoon as he comes into the final turn, moving on to the freestyle transition. But the battle is definitely on for second. We have the Dumfries swimmer and the Helensburgh swimmer over there in lanes 2 and 3. So Aaron's not going to be caught. Coming out of the turn there, Stephens looks like he had the better turn and is definitely moving away from the Helensburgh swimmer, Lance McMahon. Lance in turn, I think he's going to hold his third place. Not sure he's going to be challenged, but one never knows. As Aaron Machin comes in to finish his 200 IM this afternoon, showing the skills he used up at the age groups to do so, finishing there in a time of 2:30.50. Stephens, Lance is still having a go at Stephens, but he's going to run out of water as Stephens Nastewicz finishes in second, 2:40.47. Lance McMahon, 2:40.96. And that completes the final heat of event 201. And we now move on to the girls 800 meter freestyle. We have 3 heats as we did with the boys this morning, and I'll pass you over to Robert for the start of heat 1.
Thank you, Jackie. 3 heats of 800 free for our 12 and over girls. Good luck, ladies. So in 0 we have Charlotte Borland, South Ayrshire. N1, Abigail Fagan, Ren 96. 2, Isla Dobson, City Glasgow. 3, Imogen Barrett, Ren 96. 4 is Lucy McLeod, Grangemouth. 5, Beth Kelly, Wander Bath Club. 6, Erin Faulkner, Bellshill Sharks. 7, Hannah McCaig from South Ayrshire. 8, Sarah Aiken, Falkirk Otter. And 9, Neve Scott from City of Glasgow. Times 10:50.5 to 11:20.90. And perhaps some of these girls might only get an opportunity to swim this long course for the first time. So important they all go out in a steady pace, don't go out too fast. Sarah Faulkner just the leader, I think, in lane 6. Lucy McLeod, Imogen Barrett, Isla Dobson, all well there. So after 101, 14:06. Just Imogen Barrett with the slight advantage, the Wren swimmer. Lucy McLeod in lane 4. Just beside her, and still well there in 6, Erin Faulkner. But it is Imogen just with the advantage at the 150 mark. Isla Dobson, City Glasgow also in the mix at the moment. Our leader maybe a body length clear. The other 3 girls pretty well bunched, 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Abigail Fagan, Beth Kelly, Hannah McCaig, some way back, 5th, 6th, 7th. So we've reached 200. 2:32.65. $78.5 there. So our leader pacing at the moment sub 10:30.
So Imogen Barrett is going to turn first there, 250 mark, 3:12.48. 3:15, so over 3 seconds between her and 2nd place Erin Faulkner at the moment. And close in behind Erin is Lucy McLeod in lanes 4. Imogen looks very comfortable out there in the front at the moment. There's of course a long way to go. It's the 800 metres, so to hope that she's pacing herself well, getting encouragement there from her coach over there on the far side of the pool. So 500 metres to go, 3:51.23, an entry time of 10:55.88. So she's about 78.5 pacing there, so she's into a pretty steady rhythm. As I said, looks comfortable out there in the lead. So if we have a look and see what's happening in behind her. Bellshill Shark, Erin Faulkner. Lucy McLeod, Grangemouth. They're in 2nd position at the moment. Grangemouth swimmer just has the slight advantage over Bellshill Shark swimmer Erin Faulkner. The leader continues to be the 14-year-old from Ren 96, Imogen Barrett. So I'll move away from the pool just for a moment and give you some results from this afternoon. The event 201, boys, the 11-year-olds 200 metre IM. So first place, South Ayrshire's Felix Broom, Sandy Dunbar from St Thomas Aquinas, and Sahel Box, Renfrew Bath in third. 12-year-old boys, Samuel Ruff, City of Glasgow first. Second, Daniel Letham, Cumbernauld. Third, Callan Chesser, City of Glasgow. 13-year-old boys, Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow first. Stephens Nastiuk, Stranraer, and Lance McMahon, Helensburgh in third. That completes the results for the first event of the afternoon, and we'll go back to the pool. The lead certainly hasn't changed, as Imogen has completed over half of her race, and she's going to come up to the turn now with 350 to go. In first, turning there 5:49.28, still looking very comfortable out there in the front of the field. In behind her, Lucy McLeod and Erin Faulkner, pretty much swimming stroke for stroke. And have a look behind them though. And we have Isla Dobson, the City of Glasgow swimmer. She's trying to get herself on par with our second and third places, and it looks like she's doing that. She's certainly pulled in Erin Faulkner, I think, as Imogen Barrett turns there at 550. No, I beg your pardon, 500 metres with 300 to go. 6:28.66, maintaining a very steady pace there is Imogen. That's what it's all about on these distances. Not going out too fast, and making sure you get where you want to be with a steady pace, reserving what you can for the finish, just in case you are challenged. I don't think Imogen will be challenged. I think this is her race to lose. Erin Faulkner and Lucy McLeod still sitting in behind her. Lucy McLeod, I think, is in second, just ahead of Erin. With Isla Dobson, she'll have these girls in her sights. She'll be looking to get herself back up alongside them. As Imogen Barrett has almost half a length lead. She's going to come up to the 600 metre turn with 4 lengths to go. So this is all going to be about what happens behind Imogen for second and third placing. We do have a mixture of age groups here. The youngest swimmer is 13. Moving up to 17. Entry times range from 10:50.50 to 11:28.90. So we've seen some significant improvements on personal bests so far this afternoon, so the girls will be looking to do exactly the same. As Imogen comes up with 3 lengths at the turn with 3 lengths to go, I'm going to pass you over to Robert.
Well, the contest certainly on for second, third and fourth. Our leader well clear and having a really very competent swim. Likely to finish pretty close to 10:20. It's got an entry time of 10:55.88. I'm confident she'll take at least 30 seconds off that. I'm looking for a split somewhere around about 8:04. Sorry, 9:04 that should be. As we hear the bell. It's a nice strong finish. Can she come back 75 and a half? She's been pretty persistent around 78s. As 3 bells get going, good style. All about second here. Lucy McLeod just shades second ahead of Isla Dobson and Erin Faulkner. But her leader some 25 metres clear. This is a massive advantage she has. Really cracking swim from the Wren swimmer. So Imogen Barrett with 20 metres to go. She's at 38. Can she come back and around a 37 and get sub 10:20? I think she's going to certainly get inside 10:20. What a great swim, Imogen. You've actually lapped some folk as well. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. 10:18.14. Great to see that. A very fast finish from the Bellshill swimmer. Erin Faulkner has gone from 4th into 2nd place, hanging on for 3rd in lane 4, just is Lucy McLeod. 10:40.04 for Erin, 10:41.39 and 10:41.55 for Ella. And good swims from those three girls. Erin improving by around 15 seconds, Lucy by around 8, and Isla improving by around about 20 seconds. Charlotte Borland finishes 5th, just a little bit inside her time, so well done to Charlotte. So some very, very good times, ladies, well done.
So move on to sorry there folks, we move on to Heat 2. Lane 0, Abigail Crawford, City of Glasgow. 1, Isabel Kendall, Stirling Swim. 2, Juliet Kidd, Dundee City Aquatics. 3, Taylor Smith, St Thomas. Apologies for my addition this morning of thinking of the school rather than the swim club. 4, Megan McDonald, Stirling Swim. 5, Charlotte Craig, Ren 96. 6, Amelie McCusker, City of Glasgow. Team A, Amy Rowell in lane 7, and Rebecca Strachan in lane 8. Lane 9, Isla Kidd, Dundee City Aquatics. So it's Abigail Crawford over in lane 0 who has the early lead here, as the girls come up to the first 100. It's the St Thomas swimmer, Taylor Smith in 2nd, I think. And we're in 96, Charlotte Craig in 3rd. No, Charlotte actually turned 2nd there, with Taylor turning in 3rd. My apologies to the girls there. Abigail Crawford, 1:21.61 after the first 100. Their entry times here, 10:33.70 to 10:49.58. So a fairly wide range. With 1 14-year-old. She'll have watched the 14-year-old swimmer Imogen Barrett smash her personal best there in Heat 1. We'll be looking to do the same, I have no doubt. As Abigail continues to look very comfortable over there in lane 0. Nice steady pace. Currently around 76, 77-ish. And then it's in behind Abigail. What's happening now? Behind there. So it's probably pretty much in the centre of the pool. Taylor Smith, Megan McDonald, Charlotte Craig. Any one of these girls will come into the turn in 2nd place, as Abigail turns first there, 2:30.75. Charlotte Craig turning first. Beg your pardon there, slight hiccup with the mic there. Megan McDonald and Taylor Smith in joint third. So all the girls maintaining pretty good pacing here. Fastest is obviously Abigail, 39.31 on that last 50. Yeah, the girls all around, all over 40. So Abigail, we can see why she's in the lead with her pacing, 3:09.83 at the turn there. Charlotte Craig second, Megan McDonald third, and Taylor Smith in fourth. Juliet Kidds, she's in fifth, just about a second and a half behind fourth place, so anything could happen there. 3:20.18 for Rebecca Strachan. See what Rebecca can do to get herself up into the placings here. Of course, this is a mixed age group, so at the end of the day, it's not only the winning your heat, but it's also where you're placed against other girls of in your own age group that determines the first and second and third placings. And as Robert spoke about this morning, not only are the medals available, but there's also cash prizes for the first three placings in each age group. Sorry, I just seem to be having a few hiccups with the mic here. I think it is cutting out from time to time, but hopefully I have resolved that. So, Abigail Crawford, 3:48.98 at the 300 metre mark. 4:29.05 now at 3:50. Still in first.
So Sarah Glasgow swimmer having a really good swim out in that outside lane. 14-year-old Charlotte Craig in lane 5. Youngest one in this one, only 12. Going pretty well as well. Charlotte's time comes from the pre-snags meet where she was second. And that got her swim at Nationals where she swam a very creditable 9th as a 12-year-old in that 11, 13-year-old age group. So halfway mark, Abigail 5:08.53. Well, she's clearly 10 seconds clear now. We're pacing somewhere in the sort of mid-10-20s range. So a little bit slower than potentially finish time that we had for Imogen, unless she picks something up in the second half. Charlotte Craig still going well in second. Two girls from Dundee having their own internal contest. Juliet, the younger one, just fractionally ahead of her older sister in 7th and 9th, coming down towards the 500 mark. And the leader's pace somewhere in the 79-second category, so she's not been as consistent throughout most of the race as Imogen Barrett was. Still got over 10 seconds, 11 second advantage over Charlotte Craig. Third place, Rebecca Strachan in lane 8. Her time 10:44.20. Rebecca comes from the pre-snags meet where she finished 4th. But our leader well clear. We'll be approaching the 600 mark when she gets to the next turn. Megan McDonald in 4th. And Taylor Smith in 5th. So 200 metres, looking for something around about 7:48. 7:47.42. So again a 79 plus, so we're on the sort of mid 10:20s, which should put her about 7 or 8 seconds slower than Imogen Barrett.
Thank you, Robert. So Abigail now well into the final part of her race, final 200 metres of her 800 metres this afternoon. Charlotte Craig behind her. But as Robert's referred to, there is a significant distance between these two girls. Abigail turns there. She has 3 lengths to go, 150 metres. Pacing around 78.8. As Robert says, not as consistent as Imogen in the previous heat, but nonetheless, she still has a significant advantage over the rest of the field. And just has to keep that going. Charlotte Craig in behind her in second. Rebecca Strachan in third. So when I was last speaking before Robert got involved, Rebecca wasn't in that third place. Just shows what you can do as the race progresses. So Abigail hears the bell. She knows she has 2 lengths to do. As Charlotte Craig comes in, she'll also hear the bell, as will Rebecca Strachan, who has caught up Charlotte, and I think is going to turn first here at the bell. She does in 9:21.71. 9:22.14 for Charlotte, so she just needs to keep on pace with Rebecca and pick it up a little bit to get back the advantage she had not that long ago, as all the girls are hearing the bells now, knowing that they've got 2 lengths to go. But over on the far side, the leader, Abigail Crawford, she's already turned and is heading for home, 9:45.44. So as Imogen Barrett, same age as her, set the standard in the previous heat, 10:18.14. So we'll see what Abigail's time looks like in a moment as she comes into the closing meters of her 800 meter freestyle this afternoon. And Charlotte Craig, she has responded to Rebecca Strachan. And look at her now. She is getting herself, knows she's within sight of that second place as Abigail has finished. Rebecca's trying to come back on her. Can Rebecca do it, or is she going to run out of water? I think she is, and it is going to be Charlotte Craig who will finish second there. 10:37.13, 10:37.91 for Rebecca. Good race there, girls. Abigail's finishing time 10:21.96 on an entry time of 10:49.20. A fantastic finish time therefore, and smashed her entry time well and truly. As the girls as Isabel Kendall coming to the closing stages of her race this afternoon. And as Isabel finishes over there in lane 1, we'll just await for the scoreboard to update itself and confirm those results. Here we go. Yeah, there's the results. Abigail Crawford 10:21.96, Charlotte Craig 10:37.13, and Rebecca Strachan 10:37.91. So that's a
So our final heat, N0, Caitlin Morton, City Glasgow, 1, Rebecca Somerville, Ren 96, 2, Emma Silcock, Falkirk Otter, 3, Ava Ross, City Glasgow, 4, Olivia Colwell, City Glasgow, and 5, Amber Stevenson, South Ayrshire. Scoreboard in lane 6, will be amended. It will show Olivia Lynn from Inverclyde very shortly. 7 is Emma Binney from North Ayrshire. 8 Lucy Hunter, Motherwell and Wishaw. And 9 Kaylin Chan from North Ayrshire. So 33.74. Emma Binney just touched first ahead of Amber Stevenson. Suspect Amber's driven up. 18-year-old. I think this is probably the only swim Amber will be doing this afternoon. Doesn't often do these distance events, so good luck to her in this afternoon event. All these swimmers 10.04 through to 10.32, and it is Emma Binney from North Ayrshire, early leader. To a whole raft of swimmers, all very tightly bunched there. Barely a second cover the first 5. Olivia Caldwell and Eva Ross, 2 City Glasgow swimmers in 4 and 3, with Emma Silcock from Falkirk Otter and Amber Stevenson, South Ayrshire. So out the turn, second and a half, cover all 5. So it is pretty close between Emma Binney and Olivia Caldwell. Eva Ross, Emma Silcock and Amber Stevenson not all that far behind. Kaylin Chan and Lucy Hunter within touching distance as well. So just a slight change in leader, 2:29.09. So 77.5 split there, Jackie. So we'll see how this one develops. Certainly in the 10 teens bracket at this moment.
So Olivia Caldwell, Emma Binney. Emma's looking to get herself ahead, but she's just second at the turn there, Emma, behind Olivia Caldwell, 3:08.05 and 3:08.48 for Olivia and Emma respectively. Eva Ross in third, 3:09.53. Emma Silcock, she's got herself up alongside and seems to, I think, just has the slight advantage on Eva Ross over there. Oh, Eva is responding to that as the all first 4 girls come into the turn. It is Olivia Caldwell first, Emma Binney second, Eva Ross third, and Emma Silcock fourth. 3:49 for 5/100ths of a second between third and fourth places there at the turn. Still a significant way to go, however. We'll wait and see what happens. The youngest swimmer in this event, this heat, is Caitlin Morton, the City of Glasgow swimmer. She's 13. So the 14-year-olds, they'll have been aware of what the winner of Heat 1, Imogen Barrett. Heat 2, Abigail Crawford. There we go, those girls are both 14. So depending upon what happens in the pool here, those 2 girls can find themselves in first and second. But it can all change depending upon the result of this, the final heat of the 800 metre this afternoon. This is still the City of Glasgow swimmer. Olivia Caldwell, who's holding the rest of the field behind her. Emma Binney is second. Eva Ross third. And Emma Silcock within touching distance. Also swimming well, lane 9. Kaylin Chan. Lucy Hunter not far behind her. So all to play for. That's the halfway mark. So those of you looking at maybe considering the pace here, it's a pretty steady pace from all of these girls. I'm not convinced it's just as fast as what we've seen earlier on this afternoon. I think Robert's agreeing there, or maybe he told me and I'm agreeing with him. That's probably more the case. So Olivia, folks who were our pre-snags meet over this distance, she got first place, 7th finishing at snags in this event. Looking fairly strong this afternoon as we come up to 500 metres. And Olivia's going to turn first, Emma Binney second, Ava Ross third, so no change really in the order in behind Olivia. Emma Silcock in 4th, and your 5th and 6th are coming from lines 9 and 8, Kaylin Chan and Lucia Hunter respectively. I think Olivia knows that she's into the, well, she will do, she'll be well aware of how many minutes she's still got to go. She is picking up the pace, seeking to build on the lead that she's had for the majority of this race so far this afternoon. And as we can see, she turns there, 7:04.05. 7:07.71 for second place, 7:09.88. So Olivia's got just 4.5 second lead there at the front of the field. And things are beginning to space out a little bit for the second and third places. But it will all be about what these girls have got in reserve, how they're going to pace themselves for the final few hundred metres of this distance event this afternoon. As Olivia comes in 600 metres, 7:43.03. Emma's going to turn second, 7:48.10. So the 5 second, just over a 5 second lead Olivia has now, so that confirms that she is picking up the pace. We can certainly see her arms and legs motoring down there at the moment as the girls in behind her try to catch. They've got a lot to do to be able to catch Olivia, however, I think, on the basis of her pre-snags meet performance and indeed a snags performance. She's going to show us how it's done this afternoon. So that's Olivia Caldwell, 650 metres completed, 8:21.30. Emma Binney in second, and it's Rebecca Somerville coming through into third now. And I'll pass you over to Robert for the closing metres of this race.
Well, can Olivia Caldwell get herself £15 in prize money as top 14-year-old? She has an advantage of around 5 seconds over Imogen Barrett's time, so it looks pretty certain that that's going to happen. Looking at a finish time, probably somewhere around 10:13, which would be about 10 seconds over her time that she did at the pre-snags meet in this pool. Rebecca Somerville, the Wren swimmer, has stormed into second place and is flying at the death, but she could do another 200 metres to catch her leader. She's done a 36.5, so she's closed another second and a half, but left it too late, 5 seconds back, getting plenty of encouragement on the side, but that's not going to do the job. 15 to go for our leader, Olivia Caldwell. 10:04, it's going to be pretty close to 10:13, I think. Great swim from Olivia. Well, 10:14.14 wasn't that far out. Rebecca Somerville second, and in lane 7, oh, it's just Emma Binney snatching third place, no more, from Lucy Hunter by 1500. Good swim for that third place, and a good effort there from Lucy, from Motherwell and Wishaw, to try and snatch that at the death. And Amber Stevenson completes her race, and our reserve Olivia Lynn, just 12 from Inverclyde. Just give her plenty of encouragement, maybe not had much chance to do this very often. 11:13.99. I think she's going to be pretty close to that time at the end of the day. Inside the final 10 for Olivia. Well done. So I think in the 14-year-olds, Olivia Colwell, fastest overall, will be celebrating with some prize money, as will Imogen Barrett, who had a very good swim in that very first heat. And I think Abigail Crawford, I think it's just been done out of the money by Emma Binney for third place in that 14-year-old category, but that's just my guess. Don't take that for gospel until we get the results confirmed.
So we move on to the 100 metre breaststroke for the boys 11 and over, and this is event 203. We have 6 heats, and this is heat 1. Lane 0, Marton Romix, Ren 96, and his teammate Ethan Reed swims in lane 1. 2, Daniel Lawless, Bowness, teammate Sam McGrow in lane 3. 4, Andrew Patterson, City of Glasgow. 5, Jamie McConkey from Lanark. 6, Nikolai Cisnet, City of Glasgow. 7, Maxim Forrest, Hamilton Bath. Lane 8, we have one of our reserve swimmers, Nicholas Sent from Kingston. And in 9, Soren Hudson Young from Stirling Swim. And it is Sam McGrow. Turn first there, 38.31. 41.13 for Maxim Forrest. And Nikolai Cisnet in third, 41.61. So Sam, the 15-year-old from Bowness, is leading the field, has a pretty good lead, I think, that he won't lose. This is only 100 metres, need to get used to that after the 800 metres there. But it's 100, so he's coming into the final 10 metres of his race this afternoon. And it's who's going to touch second. The City of Glasgow swimmer Nikolai Cisnet looks to me like he's in second, with his teammate Andrew Patterson in third. So as Sam comes in to finish there, his finishing time 1:23.76 against an entry time of 1:32.20. Nikolai Cisnet in second and Andrew Patterson in third. Nikolai's time 1:27.87, Andrew's 1:28.63. As the boys all finish their 100 metre breaststroke this afternoon. I'll just wait for the results to be confirmed. There we go. Sam McGrow, Nikolai Cisner, Andrew Patterson, 1, 2 and 3.
Zero, Cole Murphy from City Glasgow. 1, Matthew Jack, Renfrew Bass. 2, Jared Gonter from City Glasgow. 3 is Logan Muffet, Belshill Sharks. Teammate Joshua coming in 4. 5, Hamish Cofield from East Kilbride. 6, Finlay Maurice, East Inverclyde. 7, Daniel Lockington, Mulgan Bearsden. 8, Advi Kinsavara from Ren 96. And 9 is Mark Stirling from Bowness. 129s to 131s the range in this one. Looks like it's probably lane 4. Joshua Cumming. He might just be our leader at the 50. Very tight though. Cole Murphy over on the far side. Just shades it, 41.68. Still advantage over on the far side. If anything, he's increased that advantage, has Cole. Certainly gone about a body length clear. Jared Gonter coming through strongly to try and challenge for the minor places. Hamish Cofield and Joshua Cumming at the moment, second and third. Very, very tight for that second place, no doubt. Cole Murphy has this well wrapped up. It's all about second. Cole has this. Hamish Cofield in second and Jared Gonter in third. 1:26.25. Nice improvement of around 4 seconds for Cole. Joshua 1:30.58 and 1:29.07 for Hamish Cofield. 1:30.11 for Jared. Some nice PBs there for both those boys.
And on to heat 3. Empty lane 0. Lane 1, Rhys McMillan, Renfrew Bath. Empty lane 2. 3, Rory Duncan, South Ayrshire. 4, Jack Campbell, Hamilton Baths. 5, Luke Watland Smith, Helensburgh. 6, Neil Vivers, Hoyk and Tweedale. 7, Lance McMahon, Helensburgh. 8, Ethan Turvitt, Stirling Swim. And 9, Carrick Thompson from Inverclyde. So the boys are 13, 14, 15 years of age in this heat. Entry times here ranging from 1:27 to 1:29.61. So we'll see what they can do. At the turn there, it was Rory Duncan, the South Ayrshire swimmer, 40.06. Jack Campbell second, 40.41. And Luke Watland Smith in third. So as the boys come down at 25 metres to go, still the South Ayrshire swimmer Rory Duncan ahead, just has the advantage ahead of Jack Campbell and Luke Watland Smith, but it's all going to come down to what they can do in the closing stages. They've got less than 10 metres to go. South Ayrshire swimmer still hanging on. Battle looks like for second, but this could go right down to the touch here. Luke Watland Smith just snatched that in a time there of 1:24.35. Cracking finish for him. Rory Duncan in second, 1:24.47, and Jack Campbell in third, 1:24.81. So there really wasn't much in that. It did come down to what the boys could do in the final stages and the touch. So we'll wait for the results to be confirmed. There we go. Luke Watland Smith, Rory Duncan, Jack Campbell.
Heat 4 is 0. Is Jacob Taylor, Grangemouth. 1, Avid Dotan, Ren 96. 2, Alexander McNiven, Wander Bass Club. 3, Keir Campbell, Grangemouth. 4, Benji Jeffries, South Ayrshire. 5, Ian Watson, Renfrew Bass. 6, Andrew McKendrick, Wander Bass Club. 7, Craig Hartley, City of Glasgow. 8, Lewis Maxwell Pearls, Wander Bass Club. And 9, Kieran Brown from City of Glasgow. 1:24s to 1:26s in this one. Strong start in lane 4. Benji Jeffries had a good swim earlier today, 37.41. And a good chance increased that lead over Keir Campbell in lane 3 rather, who's gone pretty well. Grangemouth swimmer. He's best of the rest. Andrew McKendrick in 6th, probably 3rd at the moment. Teammate Lewis Maxwell Powell trying to challenge for that third place. No doubt Benji's got this well wrapped up from Keir Campbell. Third place is going to be Andrew McKendrick, but Benji's time 1:19.19. Keir second and Andrew third. 1:23.83 for Keir and 1:24.02 for Andrew. Good swims, lads, all improving on your entry times. And 5-second improvement for our winner in that one, Jackie.
And we move on to Heat 5, Lane 0, Ewan Nielsen, Cumbernauld. 1, Ryan Crabby, Ren 96. 2, Hamish Maxwell, South Ayrshire. 3, Ross Carswell, Lanark. 4, Finley Byrne, Falkirk. 5, Nathan Finlay, Grangemouth. 6, Luke Byron, in West Dunbartonshire. 7, Luke Devlin, Lanark. 8, Callan Forsyth, South Ayrshire. And 9, George Nidowski from Stranraer. So as the boys come up to the 50 metres, and the screen has frozen for me, so I'm not sure just who's in the lead there. Just have to wait for the scoreboard. There we go. It's Luke Byron, the West Dunbartonshire swimmer, turning there 38.64. Hamish Maxwell in second, and Luke Devlin in third. So Finley Byrne, I think, has now taken the lead, although Luke Devlin swimming really well, closer to me. This is all going to change. It's going to, Luke Devlin, I think, has got the advantage. He's got the advantage over the lane 4. Need to watch lane 2. Oh, Luke, there we go. Luke Devlin in first. Finley Byrne second, and Hamish Maxwell third. Just wait for the confirmation there, but the time for Luke, 1:21.30, 1:22.59 for Finlay. As the results there are confirmed, Luke Devlin, Finley Byrne and Hamish Maxwell finishing in 1:22.73. And we move on to the final heat of this event.
Sixth and final heat, 0 Riley Griffin, Adrian Monklands. 1 Dylan McShane, City Glasgow. 2 Jimmy Lynn from Scotia. 3 Adam Phillips, Dundee City Aquatics. 4 Hamish Coates, Hoyk and Teviotdale. 5 Stephen Lustax from Stranraer Stingrays. Aidan Stirling and 6 from St Thomas. 7 Andrew Brackenridge, Cumbernauld. 8 Fraser Curry, South Ayrshire. And 9 Murray Gallagher, Wanderbass. So Hamish Coates, leader at the halfway mark. Very strong start, 35.80, but they're coming back at him. Andrew Brackenridge, Fraser Cowie finishing very strongly in lane 7, in lane 8 rather. It's still advantage in lane 4, but on his shoulder Adam Phillips in 3. It's still Hamish in 4. Over on the far side, Riley Griffin. Oh, that's tight. I think it was maybe lane 8 in second place. Nope, got that wrong completely. Hamish Coates, Adam Phillips, Riley Griffin. Fraser Kelly just touched out for fourth, but it was tight. 1:18.60. That result now confirmed.
So we're now moving on to event 204, and it's the turn of the girls, the 100 metre breaststroke. 100 metre breaststroke with 6 heats this afternoon. So as leave that for a longer distance. So as I said, this is event 204, the girls 11 and over 100 metre breaststroke, and we have 6 heats, with this being heat 1. Lane 0, Kayla Smith, City of Glasgow. Her teammate Yara Anslin Timmerman swimming in lane 1. Rebecca Reid, Warren de Bath in 2. 3, Eva Kay, East Kilbride. 4, Ada East, Stirling Swim. 5, Ruby McInnes, North Ayrshire. 6, Heather Wood, Kirkintilloch. 7, Naomi Cochran, Warren de Baths. 8, Natasha McNeil, Rutherglen, and her teammate Isla Bennett swims in lane 9. So at the halfway mark of the girls' turn and head for home, it's Ruby McInnes, the 13-year-old from North Ayrshire, turned first there in a time of 41.49. Ada Easton behind her, and Heather Wood in 3rd place. So your 1, 2 and 3 are in the centre of the pool as the North Ayrshire swimmer continues to hold Ada East off. Can she do so as we come into the final 20 metres or so of this race? A bit of a battle going on between these two girls. Over in lane 0, Kayla Smith swimming well. I think she's got herself up into 3rd place now as the North Ayrshire swimmer continues to try and keep Ada East. And it was a North Ayrshire swimmer, Ruby McInnes, 1:30.28, 11 100ths of a second between her and Ada East. And in 3rd place, over in lane 0, Kayla Smith. As that completes heat 1, there's the results confirmed. Ruby McInnes, 1:30.28, 1:30.39 for Ada East, and Kayla Smith, 1:33.88.
Heat 2, 0, Jen Aikenhead, Renfrew Bass. 1, Julia Walker, Dundee City Aquatics. 2, Emily Dawson, Morgan Beersten. 3, Riley McIntosh, Dundee City Aquatics. 4 is Eva Gordon, City Glasgow. 5, Ailsa King, Ren 96. 6, Sophie Haining, Bellshill Sharks. 7, Emily Dickens, City Glasgow. 8, Connie Hart, South Ayrshire. And 9, Chloe Arnott from East Kilbride. 1:31.90 to 1:32.90. So a second cover the whole field. Pretty tight at the moment. Sophie Haining perhaps in lane 6, just shades it. Lane 5, Ailsa King not far behind. And in lane 3, Riley McIntosh, the reserve swimmer, also well there, 42.39. So very, very tight coming down. Ailsa King still with the advantage. Still Ailsa from Eva Gordon. And inside the final few metres, it's going to be Ailsa that takes this. Eva in 2nd. Very tight for 3rd, lane 6. Sophie Haining just takes 3rd, 1:29.99. Ailsa 1:31.94. Eva, and 1:32.72. Sophie Haining.
And we move on to Heat 3, Lane 0, Lily Robinson from Oban Otters. 1, Ciara Finlayson, City of Glasgow. 2, Stephanie Holiday, Hoyken Tweedale. 3, Ellen White, Stirling Swim. Her teammate Kiara Middleton swims in Lane 4. 5, Blair Duncan, City of Glasgow. 6, Niamh McGregor, Kilmarnock. 7, Olivia Broom, Mulgine Bears 10. 8, Eileen Mahathcart, Lanark. And 9, Madison Smith, South Ayrshire. And it's the Mulgine Bears Den swimmer, Olivia Broom in lane 7, who is leading going into the turn. She's got a good lead there as she turns in 39.81. She's just under 3 seconds ahead of second place Ellen White. And Niamh McGregor was in third at the turn. But the girls have all turned now and are heading for home. Olivia is still has the advantage over the rest of the field. It's what's happening behind her, I think. Lane 3, Ellen White. She's swimming well. She was second at the turn there. Ciara Finlayson, City of Glasgow swimmer. I think she's got herself up into third after the turn. But it is the Mulgine Bears Den swimmer, Olivia Broom, who's going to finish first there in a time that's not showing on my board, unfortunately. Ellen White, there we go. 1:26.28 for Olivia, 1:29.32 for Ellen, and Ciara Finlayson. Hang on, just get that confirmed. Ciara Finlayson finishes in third, 1:30.90.
Heat 6, 0, Erin Collins, Grangemouth. 1, Evie Chan, North Ayrshire. 2, Reserve, Alex Douglas from Lanark. 3, Katia Wilson, Bellshill Sharks. 4, Sophie Mooney from City Glasgow. 5, Emily Hickey, East Kilbride. 6, Madison Leith, South Ayrshire. 7, Cara Gumble, Round 96. 8, Mula Prygill, Bellshill Sharks. And 9, Mia Taylor from Falkirk Otter. So very close at halfway mark. Sophie Mooney, 42.12, just shades it. And a good turn from Sophie, just increases that advantage. Evie Chan going well in lane 1. And in lane 6, Madison Leith. Well, Evie Chan's putting in a storming finish here. And it looks as though it's Evie Chan who's just going to finish that a little bit stronger. In lane 4, Sophie Mooney still well there, but Evie Chan has got this one. Evie Chan takes that, great swim. Lane 4, Sophie Mooney, and in lane 6, Madison Leith takes third. 1:26.84, 1:27.83 and 1:30.89 respectively.
And this is Heat 5, Event 204, Lane 0, Erin Faulkner, Bellshill Shark. Lane 1, our reserve, Elsa Chand from East Kilbride Swim Team. Swims there. 2, Lula Milne, City of Glasgow. 3, Olivia Russell, Cumbernauld. 4, Chloe Semple, Rutherglen. 5, Rachel McGavin, Hamilton Bath. 6, Natalie Shetso, Warren de Baths. Empty lane 7. 8, Amy McGregor, Western Bartonshire. And 9, Sophie Clark, Monifeith. So I think it's the Warren de Bath swimmer, Natalie Shetso, who is leading there. And indeed, that's correct. 41.81 at the turn for her. Olivia Russell, 42.38, and Chloe Semple in third, 42.52. So it's whether Natalie can hold on to the lead. And already she has been overtaken by Chloe Semple in lane 4. She has the advantage in the field now, swimming well over in lane 0, I beg your pardon, Erin Faulkner. Natalie hasn't lost sight. She's still got the chance to get herself back into the lead here, and she certainly is trying. She's really trying to rein in Chloe now. It's going to come down to what the girls can do in the closing meters here. All about the touch. Chloe Semple first, 1:27.18. Natalie Setso, 1:27.27, and Erin Faulkner over in lane 0 finishes in third place, 1:29.58. And that's the results confirmed. Chloe Semple, Natalie Setto, and Erin Faulkner, 1, 2, and 3.
Just quickly give you the medalists and money winners in the 800 free for the girls. In the 12-year-old category, first Charlotte Craig, second Olivia Lynn. In the 13-year-olds, first Amy Rowell, second Caitlin Morton, third Hannah McCaig. In the 14-year-olds, Olivia Caldwell, first, second Imogen Barrett, third Emma Binney. 15-year-olds, first Caitlin Chan, second Emma Silcock, third Rebecca Strachan. 16-year-olds, Lucy McLeod first, second Megan McDonald, and third Taylor Smith. And 17 plus, Rebecca Summerall first, Erin Faulkner second, Amber Stevenson third. Heat 6, 0, Katie Watson, City Glasgow, 1, Erin Ferris, Cumbernauld, 2, Daisy Goldie, City Glasgow, 3, Ada Broden, Ren 96, 4, Grace Blair from Falkirk Otter, 5, Hannah Anderson, Hamilton Bath, 6 is Grace Payne, Dundee City Aquatics, 7, Lucy McNally, South Ayrshire, 8, Imogen Jarrett, Dundee City Aquatics, and 9, Ava Brackenridge from Cumbernauld. Imogen Jarrett, Dundee City Aquatics in the pink cap, I think is the leader. 39.51, just ahead of Lucy McNally and Ava Brackenridge. Daisy Goldie, best of the rest, over on the far side in lane 2. But it's the spectators, the swimmer side who have it at the moment. Daisy Goldie finishing very strongly. Runner up at the West District Long Course, Glasgow swimmer. Imogen Jarrett trying hard just to maintain that advantage this side. Very tight this side. Daisy Goldie on the far side, I think is just shading it. Daisy Goldie, I think has got this from Imogen. Imogen, and in lane 7, Lucy McNally, 1:25.45, 1:26.31. And 1:26.77 for Lucy. That concludes the girls' breaststroke. Give you the boys' 13-year-old 100 breaststroke. First, Stefan Nustax. Second, Ryan Crabb. Third, Nikolai Sisnet. The 14-year-olds, first, Riley Griffin. Second, Hamish Maxwell. Third, Murray Gallagher. 15-year-olds, first Fraser Cowie, second Luke Devlin, third Andrew Brackenridge. 16-year-olds, first Bendy Jeffrey, second Nathan Finlay, third Dylan McShane, and the 17-year-olds. First, Hamish Coates, second, Adam Phillips, and third, Hayden Stirling. That's you bang up to date with all the results that we have so far. So first ever 53 empty lane in 0. Rory McAllister, Bonnie N, Lewis Ryder, Lance McMahon, Fraser Matthew, Rhys McMillan, Finlay Rodriguez, Nicholas Sent and Kyle Mackay. Well, no doubt who's won this one. Lane 4, Lance McMahon, all about second place. Lance certainly has this one. Kyle Mackay, Nicholas Sent perhaps for the minor places. Well, the board says it all. I think Lance McMahon certainly took that one, but the clock's still going. Well, we'll wait for the officials to sort that one out. As we're still a bit of a haze down at the far end. That haze now, and there's the result. What is it? Well, it looks like, Kristen, we have a problem. We're showing on the board the results, but those are the swimmers in lane order 0 through to 9. Callum Murphy was a no-show in lane 0, I think. So it might be manual times that we need to get for that one. Electronics playing up, I think. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. I think I'll throw you over to Jackie and give her the hard work now. Welcome back, Jackie. So I'll just wait for the people behind us. Well, Lance McMahon, Bornien from Hamilton, and Kyle Mackay. That's the 1, 2, 3. Lance McMahon taking that. So just wait for that to be confirmed. Just relax for a moment, fellas. We'll get you underway. The Gremlins working their magic again this afternoon. We thought that this was a thing of the past, but we've got a little hiccup again. We'll quickly get this resolved, I'm sure. And we're good to go.
With what? Rock and roll. There we go, sorted just in time for this heat. Lane 0 through to 9, Jasper Broom, Luke Devlin, Murray Callan, Kaylin Cardy, Archie Cameron, Hamish Caulfield, Jacob Taylor, Michael Debutu, Stephens Nastiukes and Sam Curry. Ooh, pretty much in a straight line at the moment, but looks like Stephens might just have the advantage over nearer me in lane 8. We'll just wait to see as the boys come into the closing stages. Lane 1, and keeping an eye on that as well, Luke Devlin, and indeed it was Luke just ahead of Stephens Nastiukes. So Luke Devlin first, Stephens Nastiukes second, and Kaylin Cardin from Stirling Swim in third. Finishing times there, 29.22, 29.97. And as the board clears, 30.07 for Kaylin Cardy.
That result now confirmed as we move on to our third heat. Referee. Luke Bryden, Reese Hand LeBon, Brody Lydon, Daniel Lawless, Jamie McConkey, Cole Murphy, Conor McCrory, Andrew McKendrick, Cole Ashwood and Aaron Hunter. Lane 3, Daniel Lawless I think just shades this from Cole Murphy in 5. Very, very tight between the two. Finishing very strongly is Cole Murphy. Who's going to get this? I think it's going to be Daniel from Cole. Very close for third. Jimmy McConkey just takes third, 28.78, 29.30 and 29.58. Dead heat with Andrew McKendrick.
Just waiting for the board to clear there and confirm the results. I think there was a joint third. I move on to Heat 4. Lane 0, Murray McGregor, Riley Griffin, Callum Struznik, Aidan McCavish, Arthur Bonda Vieira, Jack Trainer, Nathan Finley, Gavin Aitchison, Ali Hattab, and an empty lane 9. And it's lane 7, Gavin Aitchison from Dundee City Aquatics, who has the advantage over the field here as we're coming to the final metres of this race this afternoon. There we go, Gavin Aitchison, 28.16, Aidan McCavish, 28.27, and Arta Bondarieva in third. There we go, the results are confirmed there as we move on to Heat 5. And Heat 5, lanes 0 through to 9, Hamish Coates, Theo Sterica, Kyle Saunderson, Finley Byrne, Oliver Dixon, George Zibowski, Luke Livingston, Ross Carswell, Rory Duncan and Jude Mowbray. Looks like it's lane 4, Oliver Dixon, who maybe has the advantage here, but they are all coming back at him. It's pretty difficult to tell from this angle. I think lane Jude Mowbray are really having a go there, and he may well have touched first. He did. 28.21, Luke Livingston 28.46 and Oliver Dixon 28.61. Subject to official confirmation are your 1, 2 and 3 for Heat 5. Just wait for the board to confirm the official results before we move on to the penultimate heat of this event this afternoon, Heat 6. And then after that we will be moving on to the final heat before it's the turn of the girls. 11 and over 50 metre freestyle, and there are 7 heats in that event as well. There we go. There's your results. Jude Mowbray, Luke Livingston, Ross Carswell, 1, 2 and 3. So Heat 6, lanes 0 through to 9, Hayden Sterling, Eklava Singh, Keir Campbell, James Stewart, Ruben Pearson, Alexander Kloska, Ethan Collins, Lewis Maxwell Powells, Aidan Thompson and Max Miller. And it's lane 6, Ethan Collins, the 14-year-old from Bells Hill Sharks, who has the early lead, and I think he's going to keep this. He's going to touch first. It's all about who's in behind him, and it's Ruben Pearson and Lewis Maxwell Poles in second and third respectively. Ethan's finishing time there, 27.03, Ruben's 27.65, and Lewis's 27.77. Just wait for the board to confirm that officially. Should clear in just a moment. And the final heat, Tyler Coots, Effie Epipuglu, Aaron Russell, Joe Carty, Hamish Maxwell, empty lane 5, Michael Winship, Adam Merrick, Callan Forsyth and Aaron Drake. Entry times here 27.90 through to 28.24, so pretty fast. So let's see, very difficult to tell. Aaron Drake swimming really well here in lane 9. But it was Hamish Maxwell, lane 4. 27.59, Michael Winship 27.59 and Aaron Drake 27.79. You're 1, 2 and 3. And we move on to event 206, the girls 11 and over 50 metre freestyle. As I said earlier, we have 7 heats of this, as we did for the boys. Heat 1, lane 0, Katie Paik, 1, Isla Bennett, Eiley Cathcart, Lara Brown, Sarah Armstrong, Roxana Kloska, Abby Wood, Stephanie Holiday, Emma Imrie and Keris McCrindle. Gets lane 6, Abby Wood, 16-year-old from Kirkintilloch, who has the advantage over the field. Sarah Armstrong alongside her, I think, will get second. Oh, I beg your pardon, I've misread that altogether. Abby Wood in first, 31.30. Roxana Kloska second, 31.83. And third place goes to Lara Brown, 33.81. And that's the results confirmed for Heat 1. Abby Wood, Roxana Kloska and Lara Brown, 1, 2 and 3. Heat 2, lane 0 through to 9, Maisie Pollock, Emmy Chambers, Abby Henderson, Beth Armitt, Ava Brackenridge, Connie Hart, Zara Kidd, Katie Watson, Chloe Pringle and Amy McGregor. Lane 6 again, Zara Kidd, Dundee City Aquatics, I think, is leading the field. No, it's Maddie Hall, I beg your pardon. Swimming in lane 6, and it's Maddie's race there in a time of 30.82. Connie Hart second, 31.56, and Abby Henderson 32.37.
Sir 30, Alex Shepherd 0, 2 to 4, Emma Barrowman, Molly Ashworth, Ennis Scott, 68, Millie McDonald, Lauren Peckover, Charlotte Duffin. Maybe the slight advantage with lane 2, Emma Barrowman, but it's pretty tight coming down the final stretch. Lane 8 also going well. 7, Lauren Peckover. Lauren Peckover, I think, from lane 2 perhaps. No, Millie McDonald in lane 6 from Molly Ashworth. It's all pretty tight. 30.83 for Lauren. Fourth heat, 0 to 2, Hannah Anderson, Hannah McCaig, Iris Ware, empty 3, 4 to 9. Louisa McLeod, Hannah Lindsay, Robin Voss, Elena Sands, Ailsa King, Katie Cooper. Well, Elena Sands maybe being challenged by Robin Voss, and Hannah Lindsay in 5. Hannah Lindsay in 5 with Robin Voss in 6. Those two, I think, 1, 2, very tight. Lane 7, third. Hannah Lindsay, Robin Vaz, Elena Sands, 30 dead, 30, 33, 30, 62. And that's a confirmed result. Heat 5, Madison Leith, Iona Robertson, Millie Barton, Alex Douglas, Ciara Middleton, Leah Rafferty, Charlotte Craig, Kimberly Willis, Olivia Brown, Emily Eason, and a great start, Kimberly Willis. Just shades this from Leah Rafferty. It's Kimberly and Leah over the far side, Millie Barton inside the final stretch. Kimberly Willis has got this wrapped up. Olivia Broom also going well. Olivia, Leah Rafferty, and 8. I've got the 1, 2 right. I should have stuck by my guns with Millie Barton the far side for third. Kimberly Willis, Leah Rafferty, Millie Barton, 30-20, 30-80, 30-98. And we move on to our second last heat. Kilsa James, Evie Chan, Imogen Jarrett, Ellen White, Katie Colwell, Ellen Collins, Juliet Kidd, Lucy Hunter, Katie Gillis, Victoria Lewenska. Well, Imogen Jarrett in lane 2 going well, but better than everyone. Katie Colwell in 4 has got this one wrapped up in 4. I'm pretty certain of that. Going well, Ellen Collins in 5. I think that's the 1, 2 with Katie Gillis in 8. Well, not quite. Juliet Kidd spot the party, getting third just by 700ths. Katie Colwell, 29.87. 30.5 for Erin Collins. Juliet Kidd, Dundee City Aquatics, 31 dead in third ahead of Katie Gillis. Zero to 2, Beth Kelly, Victoria Weir, Ella Petrie. 4 to 9, Isla Kidd, Daisy Gilday, Casey Dixon, Abigail Crawford, Rebecca Strachan, Lucy McNally. Oh, it's tight. Oh, Victoria Weir in 1 going nicely. She might just be shearing it. Oh, it's very, very close. Casey Dixon in 6. It might be Casey Dixon's race. It's Casey Dixon from Daisy Gildea, and in 2, 1 rather. No, far side not got it. It was Casey Dixon, Daisy Gildea. It was Abigail Crawford in 3rd, 30.03 for Casey, 30.34 and 30.84. That finishes the splash and dash for the girls. 4 heats of 200 backstroke. And Jackie will take the first one.
So this is event 207. As Robert says, we've finished the splash and dash now. We're now on to slightly longer distance, 200 metre backstroke for the boys 11 and over. And we have 4 heats of this event this afternoon. This is heat 1 and lane 0. Gabriel Stewart, Cumbernauld. 1, Sahil Bucks, Renfrew Bath. Empty lane 2. 3, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire. 4, Archie Johnson, Western Bartonshire. Empty lane 5. 6, Adam Murray, Bells Hill. 7, Ethan Alexander, City of Glasgow. 8, Tyneham Baird, South Ayrshire. And 9, Geordie McLean from Scotia. So it's Adam Murray from Bells Hill Sharks who turned first there. And behind him, Archie Johnson from Western Bartonshire and Ethan Alexander from City of Glasgow, or your 1, 2 and 3 at the turn. Geordie McLean in lane 9 swimming well. I think he's got himself up and possibly into 3rd place now as we come up to the turn after 100 metres, I beg your pardon. It's Adam Murray who's going to turn first. Archie Johnson in 2nd, and it is indeed the swimmer in lane 9, Geordie McLean, 13-year-old from Scotia, who turns in 3rd. In behind those boys, Felix Broom, South Ayrshire, and Ethan Alexander, City of Glasgow, pretty much on par with each other in 4th place at the moment, I think, from where I am sitting. But as we come up to the final turn, it's going to be the Bells Hill swimmer, Adam Murray, who will turn first. Archie Johnson 2nd, I think. And we'll have to watch and see what's happened with lane 9. I think Geordie may just have fallen back a wee bit and has been overtaken. Indeed he has. Ethan Alexander has now got himself into 3rd place. Felix Broom in 4th. Although the difficulty that we have, of course, is that the board is not updating with regard to Geordie's times. So that will need to be looked at the end of this race. So Archie is trying to make some headroad into the lead that Adam Murray has, but he is going to run out of water to do so. Adam Murray is led from the start and is going to complete his race this afternoon in a time there of 2:58.33 against an entry time of 3:17.20. Archie Johnson 3:03.67 against a time of 3:09.80. And 3rd place goes to Felix Broom, 3:10.76. So all 3 boys coming in under their entry times. And that completes Heat 1. Completes Heat 1 of event 207 as the results are confirmed on the board before us.
Our second heat, empty lane 0, 1 Luke Todd Grangeworth, 2 Brody Lydon Kingston, 3 Theosterica South Ayrshire, 4 Murray Callan Larkhall Avondale, 5 Daniel Letham Cumbernauld, 6 Ethan Rowland Warnder Bass Club, empty 7, 8 Lewis Kerr Renfrew Bass, and 9 Rue McMaster from Lochaber. 2:51 to 3:06. Steady start in lane 6 from Ethan Nolan from the Warner Bass Club. He's got an entry time of 2:53. And our leader at the 50 by a second and a half over Daniel Letham, 39.45, 40.95. Theosterica turning in 3rd. Now Ethan has maybe a metre or so advantage. There's 5 boys pretty well bunched. Luke Todd, Brody Lydon, Theosterica, Murray Callan and Daniel Letham. Daniel Letham just first on the shoulder now of Ethan. Might be Daniel who gets the touch. Well, not much in it, 300, slightly better turn there from Ethan. Well, no time for Murray Callan showing up there. It'll be somewhere around about 1:26 and a half. So barely 2 seconds covered the first 6 at halfway for the race now. Looks as though it's between Ethan and Daniel. Best of the rest on the other side, still Luke Todd. So the 150 mark. Race on between Daniel and Ethan. There's half a second out the turn, a little bit extra momentum perhaps from Ethan. So still Ethan Nolan is going to take that from Daniel. Ethan, Daniel, and it's going to be lane 3, Theosterica in 3rd place, 1:48.33 for Ethan, nice improved time, 2:50.34 for Daniel and 2:52.39 for Theo. All inside their entry times. Well done, lads. So girls 11-year-old breaststroke winner Ailsa Chand.
And heat 3, lane 0, Samuel Ruff, City of Glasgow. 1, Malcolm Ormrod, Lanark. 2, Conor McCory, Inverclyde. 3, Alexander McNiven, Warren de Bath, empty lane 4. 5, Jack Trainer, Hamilton Bath. 6, Ali Hattab, Dumfries. 7, Samuel Young, North Ayrshire. 8, Max Corcoran, South Ayrshire. And 9, Joe Crawford, Scotia. So as the boys come up to the first turn of their 200 metres, it is going to be lane 7, I think Samuel Young, who turns first, certainly from where I am. Yeah, there we go, 37.46, Ali Hattab second, and Jack Trainer third. So just to build on some of the results that Robert started there, event 204, the girls 100 metre breaststroke, 12-year-olds. First place goes to Lula Milne, City of Glasgow, her teammate Eva Gordon in second, and Sophie Haining, Bales Hill Sharks in third. 13-year-old girls, City of Glasgow, Daisy Gildea first, Imogen Jarrett, Dundee City Aquatics second, and Evie Chan, North Ayrshire third. 14-year-old girls, Chloe Semple, Rutherglen first, Sophie Mooney, City of Glasgow second, and Ellen White, Stirling Swim in third. So after 100 metres, Alexander McNiven, Samuel Young, Jack Trainer are your 1, 2 and 3. That's just the halfway mark. What's going to happen as the boys come up to the final turn and realise that they're heading for home? It is lane 7, Samuel Young, I think, who has the advantage now over Alexander McNiven. Difficult angle from here, but I think that's correct. So we'll wait and see just what happens there. Oh, the boys turning pretty much together, but it is Samuel Young, Jack Trainer second. But I think the timing board there did not record Alexander's time, so that will be corrected. There's Alexander McNiven. Is beginning to get the advantage and is moving away from the rest of the field. Jack Trainer is in second place, and Max Corcoran, no, I beg your pardon, Samuel Young in third. I think that's going to be your finishing order. Alexander McNiven, Jack Trainer, Samuel Young, 1, 2 and 3. The times for the boys, 2:40.72, 2:41.87 and 2:43.15 respectively. Just look for the board to confirm that officially. There we go. That's the results for Heat 3.
Our 15-year-old breaststroke girls 1, 2, 3. Olivia Broom, M&B, Ada Brolin, round 96. Ava Brackenridge, third, Cumbernauld. Our 16-year-olds, Natalie Setzo from Warner Bass. So our fourth heat, Aaron Hunter, Cumbernauld in 0-1, Ewan Green, East Kilbride 1, Oliver Dixon, Warner Bass Club, 3, Finlay Bennett, Rutherglen, teammate Lucas Crowe in 4, 5, Logan McDonald, Bellshill Sharks, 6, Max Miller, Western Bartonshire, 7, James Stewart, Scotia 8, Cole Murphy, City Glasgow 9, Dean Binney, North Ayrshire. 16-year-old breaststrokes were Natalie Setsko, Warner Bass, 2nd, Hannah Anderson, Hamilton Bass, 3, Katie Watson, City Glasgow, 17 over, Lucy McNally, South Ayrshire, Erin Faulkner, Bellshill Sharks 2nd, Stefani Holiday, Hoyk and Teviotdale in 3rd place. 34-35 for Finlay Bennett. Because maybe a metre advantage. Logan McDonald in 2nd place. So just the results for the boys and girls splash and dash to give you. Very tight at halfway. Still Finlay with the minor advantage, 1:13.17, 1:13.46 for Logan. Max Miller a little bit further back in 3rd place. So the race really on. And Logan McDonald now getting to work. Very much straight down the middle here. Finlay up, almost up against the lane rope on the other side. And it's Logan McDonald who has gone a good body length clear, I think, now. Max Miller possibly within striking distance of challenging for 2nd. Unless Finlay Bennett can find something special down the final stretch. He is trying, but the moment Logan McDonald has all the answers. Still a good body length clear is Logan. And inside the final 15, Logan McDonald has this one from Finlay Bennett. 3rd place will be Max Miller. That's how it's going to finish in the final heat of the 200 back. Logan takes that on a 2:29.48, Finlay 2:30.94 and Max 2:34.15. 13-year-old boys freestyle, 1st Brody Lydon, 2nd Stephen Newstax and 3rd Kaelin Cardy. 14-year-olds Ethan Collins, Hamish Maxwell, Lewis Maxwell Pauls. 15-year-olds Ruben Pearson, Effie Uwipuru, Gavin Aitchison. 16-year-olds Michael Winship, James Stewart, Aidan Thompson, and 17-year-olds Ross Carswell, Hayden Stirling and Alexander Kloshka. Girls 12-year-old freestyle, Madeline Hull, Charlotte Craig 1-2. 13-year-olds Casey Dixon, Daisy Gildee, Iona Robertson. More to follow.
So we move on to event 208. This is the turn of the girls, the 200 metre backstroke. This is for our 11 and over. So we have 5 heats this afternoon. Lane 0, Grace McBride, Grangemouth. 1, Alana Wilson, Bells Hill. 2, Emma Coy, Warren de Bath. 3, Holly Stewart, Scotia. 4, Lucy Taylor, one of our reserves from Lanark, swimming in lane 4. 5, Rebecca Waters, Cumbernauld. 6, Ellen Barbary, City of Glasgow. 7, Emma Barrowman, Stranraer. 8, Stefani Holiday, Hoyk and Tweedale. And 9, Sarah Armstrong from Grangemouth. And the early lead is Emma Coy in, no, I beg your pardon, reading that incorrectly. Alana Wilson in lane 1, the Bells Hill Shark swimmer. In behind her, Emma Barrowman and Lucy Taylor. Alana has a 2nd lead at the turn there. You see Alana swimming over in lane 1. I think she's built on that lead coming down to the halfway mark. It's pretty tight for 2nd place at the moment, but I think it is still lane 7, Emma Barrowman, who is in 2nd. as Alana Wilson turns at the halfway mark, 42.09. No, I beg your pardon, 121.09. Misreading that there. Emma Barrowman, 125.05. So the lead is extended to just around 4 seconds for Alana. Pretty closely bunched for third place, but at the turn it was Lucy Taylor, 126.80. So I think Alana Wilson has this one pretty much sewn up this afternoon. Emma Barrowman's looking pretty strong there in second place, but there's still a bit of chopping and changing for third place as the girls come up to the final turn. Alana Wilson turns and heads for home in a time of 2:04.85. So Alana had entered here 2:59.60. One of our 15-year-olds swimming this afternoon in this event. Pretty substantial lead over the rest of the field. So let's have a look behind her. Emma Barrowman, I think, firmly in second. It's who's got third. Is it lane 2, Emma Coy, or Ellen Barbary? Not much between those two as they come into the close, as Alana comes into the closing stages, and she's going to finish her race this afternoon in a time of 2:46.02. Emma Barrowman will be second, and alongside Emma Barrowman, Ellen Barbary, I think, will take third. Indeed, she does, with Emma Coy coming in fourth. Finishing times for the girls there: 2:46.02 for Alana. She'll be happy with that against her entry time. 2:52.41 for Emma, and 2:54.21 for Ellen Barbary. As that completes heat 1 of 5 in this event, as Sarah Armstrong comes in to finish her race.
Our 14.01.23 in the 50 splash and dash was Abigail Crawford, Ailsa King and Juliet King. Disqualification in that last heat, lane 2 for a technical infraction. And 15-year-olds, first Hannah Lindsay, second Kimberly Willis, third Elena Sands, 16-year-olds to follow. Zero, Katie Aitchison, Warner Bass Club 1, Neve Scott, City Glasgow 2, Isla Rousseau, Wernflew Bass 3, Naomi Cochrane, Warner Bass Club 4, Charlotte McGavin, Hamilton Bass 5, Emily Taylor, Lanark 6 is the reserve. We suspect it's probably Evie Cartwright from City Glasgow. We'll confirm that later. 7 is Caitlin Morton, City Glasgow, 8 Rose Gourley, Ren 96, and 9 Emily Maguire from North Ayrshire. This is Emily Maguire outside lane 39.87 with the advantage. In lane 5, Emily Taylor going well in the middle lane, but the outside lane, Emily Maguire still with the advantage. Over on the far side, Katie Aitchison. So 2 outside lanes. Katie Aitchison just from Emily Maguire, 1:23.53, 1:23.75. Emily Taylor, 1:24.89, a second further back on the 2 outside lanes. Completing our 16-year-old freestyle, first Robin Voss, second Lauren Peckover, third Abby Wood, and the 17s and plus Katie Caldwell, first Erin Collins, second Lucy McNally, third. Well, it's Katie Aitchison going further and further away just a 12-year-old from Wanda over on that far side. Emily Taylor now has picked it up, 2:08.17. She's had a very strong third 50, picked up over 2 seconds on the leader at the halfway mark. Rose Gourley in lane 8 has also picked up. She's also finishing very strongly, the end 96 swimmer. At the moment it's Emily Taylor from Lanark. On the far side, Katie Aitchison, Wanda Bass and Rose Gourley, Ren 96. It looks as though it's the Lanark swimmer that's got this one, Emily Taylor. Emily just taking this one. Over the far side, Katie in second, and third is Rose. Good swims, girls, 2:49.82, 2:50.39 and 2:51.08. That's the first three home, and all nice PBs for those three swimmers. And good to see one of them getting under the 2:50 mark. So we move on to the third of the 5 heats. Fortunately, disqualification in that heat, lane 0 for a technical infraction. So Rose Gourley now second, 2:51.08, and Caitlin Morton promoted to third, 2:53.15.
So we're on to heat 3, lane 0, Daisy McInnes, City of Glasgow, 1, Lyadon Howard, Cumbernauld, 2, Emily Dawson, Mulgine Bears Den, 3, Kiara Middleton, Stirling Swim, 4, Lauren Dunlop, Dumfries, 5, Cara White, Ren 96, 6, Beth Kelly, Warren de Bath, 7, Riley McIntosh, Dundee City Aquatics, 8, Ava Steele, Falkirk, and 9, Madeline Hooley, Warren de Baths. So, as the girls come up to the turn, pretty tight, but it's Daisy McInnes, the City of Glasgow swimmer, over in lane 0, turning first, 39.37, Ava Steele 39.75, and Riley McIntosh 39.76. So not a lot between these girls at that early turn. And as we come up to the halfway mark, looks like it could be lane 8. Ava Steele, the Falkirk swimmer, who has the advantage, but no, we have to look over to lane 0. Daisy McInnes, she definitely has the advantage. Camera angle there was wrong for me. So Daisy McInnes is going to turn first. Lane 0, lane 9, I think, in second place, and lane 8 in third. So Madeline Hooley in second and Ava Steele in third. Daisy's time there, 1:21.75. Continues to look strong over there in lane 0. Does the City of Glasgow swimmer. She will need to watch what's happening on the other side of the pool though. Ava Steele and Madeline Hooley. And the girls come up to the final turn there. It is Daisy McInnes, Cara White in second, Lauren Dunlop in third. So the second and third places have changed. It's up to Daisy to make sure that she can continue to build on her lead that she's held for most of the race so far. She looks like she's going to be challenged there by lane 4. Lauren Dunlop, but she's responding, I think, is Daisy, to that challenge. She just needs to keep this going. Oh, it's going to be very tight at the finish here, and in fact I think Lane pushes Lauren. Daisy's going to lose that on the touch there. Lauren Dunlop, I think, was first, Daisy McInnes second, and Cara White third, but we'll just wait for that all to be confirmed. It may well be my eyesight that we've got that wrong. There we go. Lauren Dunlop first, Daisy McInnes second, and Madeline Hooligan third. 2:47.98, 2:48.60, 2:48.84 for the three girls respectively.
Boys backstroke, our 11-year-olds Felix Broom, second Salad Book, 12-year-olds Samuel Ruff, Daniel Letham and Luke Todd, and 13-year-olds Ethan Nolan, Max Corcoran and Brodie Lydon. It's orange, yes, it's orange, it's orange. Yes, I'd love to see the orange caps of the extremes. So nice to see another orange cap from Eyemouth over on the far side, as Jackie points out to me. Poppy Shaw in 0. 1 Rosie Stutchcliffe from Wonder Bass Club. 2 Zara Dunn, City Glasgow. 3 Emma Chambers from Cumbernauld. 4 Isla Petrie from Monifief. 5 Emily Easton, Larkhall Avondale. 6 Millie McDonald, Cumbernauld. 7 Anna Campbell from City Glasgow. 8 Cara Gumbro, Ren 96. And 9 Abby McMillan from City Glasgow. Well, it's the Stranraer swimmer who's pretty prominent, Poppy Shaw, but Anna Campbell is flying in lane number 7. City Glasgow swimmer off 35.90. Can she maintain this very strong start? 2:44.30 entry time. Poppy over the far side's going pretty nicely indeed. She's well clear of the pack over that side. But she's a long way behind her leader at the moment, who led by a good 2.5 seconds and getting plenty momentum into the turn there. Good strong kick from Anna there. 1:15.61, Poppy 1:19.69 is over 4 seconds further back, but a good second and a half clear of Rosie Stutchcliffe from Wonder Bass, that red cap in lane 1. So at the moment, this looks very good for Anna Campbell. Well clear. It would be helpful if she could swim straight down the middle rather than put against the lane rope, as she's doing at the moment. And coming into the penultimate turn, she was leading by about 4 seconds. It's down a little bit, 42.15. 43.30, Poppy that little bit faster, but Rosie Sutchcliffe also picking up the pace. And Lauren giving her plenty of encouragement over on that far side. The swimmer doing pretty well and coming through to challenge Poppy, but at the moment still the advantage with Anna Campbell in lane 7. Anna Campbell literally led from start to finish, tight over the far side. Poppy and Rosie having a really good contest. Wonder Lass is really getting up there and might actually get second, but Anna's got this just at the death. Rosie gets second just ahead of Poppy. Good race on the far side, girls. 2:43, 44 and 64 respectively, but you could have done with another 10 metres. You're not going to catch Anna. 2:42.33, hanging on at the death. Well done, Anna. 14-year-old backstroke for the boys: Finlay Bennett, Max Miller, Dean Binney, Logan McDonald, Ewan Green, Lucas Craw. Our 60-year-olds, just the one swimmer, James Stewart, unless I'm missing pages, and I don't think I am.
And this is the final heat of event 208. It's heat 5. Lane 0, Katie Cooper, Warren de Baths. 1, Abby Henderson, Rutherglen. 2, Caitlin Reid, Warren de Baths. 3, Casey Dixon, Rutherglen. 4, Rachel McGavin, Hamilton Bath. 5, I beg your pardon, Ava Gordon, City of Glasgow. 6, Lauren Peckover, North Ayrshire. 7, Sadie Faulkner, St Thomas. 8, Kira Finlayson, City of Glasgow, and her teammate Amy Rowell in lane 9. So at the turn, it's over in lane 2, Caitlin Reid turning first, 35.42, Casey Dixon in behind her, 37.75, and in the middle of the pool, Eva Gordon, 37.89, were your 1, 2 and 3 after the first 50 metres. As the Caitlin Reid, the Warren de Bath swimmer, it moves away from the rest of the field. She's swimming very strongly this afternoon. The battle is going to be on, I think, for second and third, unless any of these girls can respond to Caitlin's swimming this afternoon. Caitlin's going to turn first at the halfway mark there. The time 1:16.60. Very close in behind. She's got a 3-second advantage over Casey Dixon, 1:19.27. Time's not recording for Rachel McGavin for me there, but Eva Gordon 1:19.75. So it is a good lead that Caitlin Reid has at the moment. Can she keep this going? Casey Dixon looks like she's trying to have a go at her as the girls head up to the final turn of this event for them. Difficult to tell who's maybe in third. I think that might be beginning to change. But the camera angle on the screen in front of me, is not really assisting. Caitlin Reid first, Casey Dixon second there, Eva Gordon still in third. So that's your 1, 2 and 3 as the girls have turned and now head for home. So what can Casey do to catch Caitlin? Oh, as Caitlin she knows what she's doing here. She's looking pretty comfortable there, but Casey is coming up alongside her. Casey is really beginning to motor now, and I think she's going to get the advantage over Caitlin Reid as the girls come into the final 5 metres, and indeed Casey has. Very good last length there for Casey as she touches first ahead of Caitlin Reid in second, and Eva Gordon in third. So Casey's time there, 2:37.86 against an entry time of 2:39.12. Caitlin Reid, 2:38.56 and 2:42.02 for Eva Gordon from City of Glasgow. That completes event 208 this afternoon. We now move on to the final event of this afternoon's session, and that is the boys 11 and over 400 metre freestyle. We do have 4 heats of this event. There are some reserves.
Alexander goes in lane 4. So the first of the 4 heats to finish the day's swimming. In 0, Advi Kinsversara is round 96. 1, Fraser Matthew, North Ayrshire. 2, Born Ian, Hamilton Bass. 3, Lewis Bowl, Western Bartonshire. 4, a reserve swimmer, Jacob Alexander from Airdrie and Monklands. Not Ruben Lees as is shown. 5, George Ziviniski from Stranraer Stingrays. 6, Jack Keelan from round 96. 7, Max Corcoran, South Ayrshire. 8, Ollie Jeffers, round 96. And 9, Hamish Tucker from Warren de Bass. So the Westie boy, Lewis Bowl, is going to maybe lead by about a second at the first 100. 1:13.96. Jack turning 1:15.05, just ahead of Born in lane 2. So a nice steady start Entries in this one range from 5:17, or sorry, 5:18 rather, through to 5:34. Jacob Alexander, his entry time as a reserve is 5:49. Jacob goes in lane 4, so he's a little bit further back, but still going pretty decently. Jacob turning in 8th place. Two boys in outside lanes, 9th and 10th, Hamish and Advait. But it's still Jack and Lewis. Not much between the two. May have a change of leader here at the 200 mark. Looks like it's the 12-year-old Ren 96 swimmer. Jack was the winner at the long course event in the 12-year-old age group earlier in the year. 2:35.29 at halfway. So looking at a time simply around 5:15.
So 250 metres completed by Jack Kevlihan, and he's in first place, 3:15.96. Max Corcoran alongside him, 3:13.38. And then over in lane 2, Bjorn Ayen, 3:21.48. That's your 1, 2 and 3 at the moment. Jack Kevlihan is swimming really well today. We've seen him in action earlier on in this afternoon session and this morning. And there we go, it's 3:56.38 with 2 lengths to go. He's got just about a 4-second lead ahead of the field. South Ayrshire swimmer Max Corcoran. Jack Kevlihan is the youngest swimmer. Max is 13, Jack is 12. On paper, Jack certainly has the fastest time between those two boys. So what's happening at the back of them? Lewis Bowl got himself into 3rd there after 300 metres as Jack turns for the final time for 35.97 and heads for home. I don't think he's going to be caught now. It's just too much of a distance between him and Max Corcoran, over just under 5 seconds now, so he has extended his lead. And this is going to be Jack touching it in first place. I think the South Ayrshire swimmer Max Corcoran will finish in 2nd. And then over in lane 1, Fraser Matthew turned in 3rd. He's got himself, I think, pretty firmly into that position, the North Ayrshire swimmer, as Jack Kevlihan finishes there in a time of 5:13.88 against an entry time of 5:19.50. Max Corcoran 5:19.23, and it was the North Ayrshire swimmer Fraser Matthew in 3rd place. So let's encourage the boys, Adve Kanvasara and Jacob Alexander, as they come in to finish their race this afternoon. Well done, boys. Just wait for the results to be confirmed for me before we move on to Heat 2. And there we go, the results are confirmed. Jack Kevlihan, Max Corcoran, Fraser Matthew are your 1, 2 and 3. And heat 2, lane 0, Callum Struzik, Bells Hill Sharks. 1, Ali Hattab, Dumfries. 2, Aaron Russell, Bells Hill Shark. 3, Riley Griffin, Adrian Monklands. 4, Joe Carty, City of Glasgow. 5, I'm not sure that is Stepan Nasiuk swimming there. I'll get that confirmed shortly for me. Lane 6 is Aidan Thompson, City of Glasgow. 7, Andrew McKendrick, Warren de Bath. 8, Ryan Krabby, Red 96. And 9, Sam Curry, South Ayrshire. So after the first 50 metres is Aaron Russell in first, 31.09. Riley Griffin in behind him, 31.75. And Aidan Thompson in third, 32.15. So the boys will be coming down to turn at the after 100 metres. And it will be Aaron Russell. Aaron's 14 years of age from Bells Hill Shark. His entry time this afternoon, 5:06.70. So he will be looking to improve on that, as indeed have a number of other swimmers this afternoon already. It's pretty tight for second place, but the scoreboard is showing that was lane 1, Hallie Hattab, 109.49, and Riley Griffin in third, 109.76. So, has Aaron gone out too quickly? Tony time will tell. Or has he got this race? He knows what he's doing. And he's got this race sewn up at this early stage. He's going to turn there at the 150 mark, 1:43 exactly. His lead is 5.5 seconds in front of Aidan Thompson. And Ali Hattab in third.
It's nearly half time. I'll be able to take over for the second half.
So just a few results here. Event 208, the girls' 11-year-old 200-metre backstroke. First place, Emily Taylor from Lanark. 12-year-old girls, Eva Gordon, City of Glasgow. Madeline Hooley, Warren de Bath in second. And Isla Russo, Renfrew Bath in third. And there we go. We still have Aaron Russell ahead of the field. He's building on his lead now. 8.5, nearly 9-second lead ahead of Riley Griffin, who is in second place. And I'm going to pass you over to Robert to finish off the race.
Thank you, Jackie. As Jackie says, Aaron has got this well wrapped up now. It's all about second place. At the moment, Riley Griffin just has that. There's not a lot in it. Also making a move is Aidan Thompson in lane number 6. So the Glasgow swimmer. He's now in third place. Riley about half a second ahead in third. No doubt that Aaron is going to improve on his entry time. 5:03.40. Coming into the 300 mark. Turning 3:35, so we're looking at something potentially sub 450. Really looks good enough to potentially hang on to second. He's gone over the body length clear. Ali's gone back into third ahead of Aidan Thompson. Riley Griffin maintaining that advantage in second place. Our leader well clear. Jackie said he was 8 seconds clear. He's now something like 14 seconds clear. Swimming about 2 seconds faster every 50 than the rest. Another 37. Well, let's hope he comes back sub 36. Just give him plenty of encouragement over there, the Bells Hill coaching team. 4:34, 16 seconds. He's got about 20 metres to go. I think he's going to just be inside the 4:50 mark, but not by much. Still Riley in second place. Keep your eye on the clock. 4:50, 48, 49. It's just inside. Well done, Aaron. 4:49.45. Cracking swim. Well under the 5-minute mark. Second place is going to be Riley Griffin. Third place, I think Ali is just going to get third place.
I didn't know. I knew that wasn't Stephens. I didn't know it was Kieran Brown. Okay. I didn't know any of those results.
So that's now confirmed. 5:08.49 for Riley, 5:09.55 for Ali. Very much on the empty time. Ali just inside his. Riley just a little over. Nevertheless, Aaron improves his time by around 17 seconds. Well done. So on to our third heat. Once that last one gets confirmed. That's confirmed on the board. Heat 3. Zero, Reuben Pearson, Bellshill Sharks. 1, Cameron Hamill, North Ayrshire. 2, Michael Winship, City of Glasgow. 3, Lewis Maxwell Pauls, Wander Bass Club. 4 is Kyle Harper, South Ayrshire. 5, Dylan McShane, City of Glasgow. 6, Nathan Finlay, Grangemouth. 7 is Murray Gallagher, Wander Bass Club. 8, Ewan Nielsen from Cumbernauld. And 9 is Andrew Patterson, City of Glasgow. Well, virtually every swimmer under 5 minutes, 4:52 to 5:01.19. Two outside lanes just over the 5 minute mark. At the moment, not much between lanes 3, 4 and 5. Lewis Maxwell Pearls, Kyle Harper in 4, Dylan McShane in 5, Ewan Nielsen in 8. On this side, best of the rest. The other 3 just probably 1, 2, 3 with Ewan in 4th. So Wonder Lad, who strikes the front at the first 100, 1:08.03, about half a second clear, but not much between the first 4 swimmers. Second and a half cover them. Reuben Pearson over on the far side, the Bellshill swimmer in 5th place. So 3 lads almost in a line here. Ewan just drops back a little bit. So Dylan McShane strikes the front, I think, ahead of Lewis and Kyle. It's chop and change at the front, but there's nothing between the 3, half a second, less than half a second between the 3 swimmers. And here's someone it stays like that, so Jackie has to get excited in the final 15 seconds. Well, I look forward to hearing that on live stream tonight. Well, it needs to tighten up, fellas. Jackie's looking for an exciting finish with 200 to go. Lewis, Kyle and Harper, the halfway mark, and nothing much in it.
Thank you, Robert. No, not much between these. Well, Dylan McShane, I think, is falling back a little bit now. We're talking about a battle between Lewis Maxwell Pauls from Warren de Baths and Kyle Harper, South Ayrshire. Dylan's still within reach, however, but I think he's in danger of being caught by Ewan Nielsen from Cumbernauld. Certainly looking at this angle, I think Ewan may well have got himself into 3rd place as Lewis Maxwell Pauls turns 1st, Kyle Harper 2nd, and indeed Ewan Nielsen has got himself ahead of Dylan McShane now and is in 3rd place. So there's only about a second between each of these boys. So it's still all to play for as they come down into the final 25 metres. No, I beg your pardon, that's wrong. As they come down to the 300 metre mark. Apologies, boys. Hope you're not listening to me. And it's the Warren de Bath swimmer turns 1st. South Ayrshire second. The board's not showing Kyle's time there. That will be updated just shortly, but I'm pretty sure it was Kyle Harper who turned second there. And is certainly beginning to get himself well. He truly on par with the Warren de Bath swimmer, Lewis Maxwell Pauls. That's whether Lewis can hold him at bay. Cumbernauld swimmer Ewan Nielsen still in with a shout, at least for second, I think. Can he reel the boys in? But maybe there's the two boys in Lewis Maxwell Powles and Kyle Harper. Turn and head for home. It is the Warren de Bath swimmer who is striking out and got himself a body length ahead of Kyle. Whether Kyle can respond to that with 20 metres to go. The Cumbernauld swimmer, I think, is firmly in third. I'm not sure he's going to be challenged, although let's keep an eye on what's happening with Cameron Hamill over in lane 1, but there's probably too much for him to do, and it's the Warren de Bath swimmer, Lewis Maxwell Pauls in first in a time of 4:49.89. Kyle Harper second and Ewan Nielsen third. I don't think that 10th place for Kyle Harper is quite right on the board. That will be corrected shortly. You'll see that it's not been updated to show that he's finished. So we'll just wait for the scoreboard to correct itself there to allow me to confirm the finishing times. Well, looks like Aaron Russell's got the 14-year-old first place, but that was all subject to official confirmation, swimmers, so just hold your celebrations for a little bit longer. We'll just wait. The board is still to be confirmed. Just waiting for the time to be confirmed for lane 4. There we go, it's clearing itself, but what's it going to give us? It's no doubt Lewis with a time of 4:49.89 was in first place. And Ewan is in third, not second, 4:55.56. So just... yeah, I think it's around 4:51 for Kyle, but just need that to be confirmed by our officials before we move on to the final heat of the afternoon's programme. So there we go, 4:51.23, almost on the, nailed it, Robert and I, for that time there. There we are, Lewis first, Kyle second, and Ewan Nielsen in third. And as I said, we move on to Heat 4, the final race of this afternoon, and indeed so, Heat 4, here we go. Final race of the afternoon. Lane 0, Magnus Morris, Ren 96. 1, Harris Japp, Airdrie and Monklands. 2, Adam Phillips, Dundee City Aquatics. 3, Nikolai Cisnet, City of Glasgow. Empty lane 4. 5, Jake Ferguson, Grangemouth. 6, Ewan Watson, Renfrew Bath. 7, Luke McCall, Warren de Baths. 8, Aaron Machin, City of Glasgow. 9, Andrew Brackenridge, Cumbernauld. And at the turn there was Harris Japp, 30.26. Harris swimming in lane 1. But there really isn't a lot between these boys in lanes 1, 3, and 5, possibly 8, I think, all getting themselves up. Magnus Morris swimming well. He's getting himself up alongside the leader, Harris Japp, now. See what happens at the turn at the 100 metres. And the lead has changed. It's now Magnus Morris, 105.99. Jake Ferguson in lane 5, 106.21. 106.25 for Harris Japp. So as I said, there's really not a lot in it for these boys. So all to play for. Lane 8, Aaron Machin swimming well. He's up there. Nikolai Cisnet, his teammate, in 4th. Aaron in 5th. Time of around 106. But let's see. So there we go. The lead has changed. Nikolai Cisnet, 141.15. Jake Ferguson second, 141.86. And Magnus Morris in third, 142.05. So a race of constant change. But it is beginning to settle now, and Nikolai looks fairly strong there in lane 3, as he's going to come up to the halfway mark ahead of the field. Nikolai, 13 years of age, at our pre-Snags meet here at Tollcross a few weeks ago. And behind him, Jake Ferguson, Magnus Morris, Aaron Machin in 4th, and Luke McCall in 5th. So, can Nikolai hold this? As I pass you over to Robert to complete the race.
Oh, we're nearly there. Well, dare I say it, this looks all done and dusted, unless Jake Ferguson can find something special with 150 to go. Advantage almost 2 seconds now. 35.56, 35.54, virtually identical splits for that last 50. Jake has to find something if he can down this next stretch, but if anything, Nikolai looks so relaxed and pulling away. Magnus Morris having a very good swim over in lane 0. Aaron Machin also well there in lane 8 in 4th place. Well, 100 to go. Nikolai Cisnet almost 2 seconds clear. Well, it's now 2.5. Jake Ferguson is going to have to settle for second at best. 3rd place at the moment, just Magnus Morris. That's where the contest is for 3rd place. Luke McCall a little bit further back in 5th. He's not going to catch Aaron in lane 8. Aaron Machin looks a little bit stronger down the penultimate 50. Now Jake Ferguson might have closed down that gap a little bit. He has, but a very good turn by Nicola has maintained a very strong position with 35 to go. Jake Ferguson has got to find something really ultra special down the final 30 metres. 25 to go. It's still over the body length. Jake is closing, but there's only 15 to go and it's still a body length. Nikolai Cisnet is going to take this from Jake Ferguson. Aaron Machin is going to get 3rd. Good swim by both these guys. Nikolai takes that, Jake in 2nd. Aaron Machin will get 3rd. That concludes the swimming. Quickly give you the 200 backstroke for the 13-year-olds. Casey Dixon first, Rosie Stutchcliffe and Amy Rowell. 14-year-olds first, Caitlin Reid, second Anna Campbell, Sadie Faulkner third. 15-year-olds Rachel McGavin, Poppy Shaw and Alana Wilson. 16-year-olds Emma Chambers, Lauren Peckover, Cara Gumbrow and Stefani Holiday, Grace McBride, Sarah Armstrong in the 17 and overs. That now confirmed Nikolai, Jake and Aaron. So thanks very much everyone who's joined us on the live stream. Sorry for the problems we had this morning. Hope that didn't interfere too much with your enjoyment. So just bid you farewell from Jackie Smith, myself from Tollcross on Saturday. We're back here tomorrow, so please join us if you can. We're back start at 8:30. Live stream will be about 8:25, so we look forward to seeing you if you can join us tomorrow.